Hi there and welcome to another channel video. So today I will focus on the firmware upgrade of the MHP50. This is a preheat or a heat plate from Miniware, and you just bought this set with the preheat and the soldering iron. You are very happy. Let's connect the soldering iron in here as we should. Let me try to figure this out. Okay, we have the soldering iron. Let's connect to the power, and what happens? Yeah, you have an error on the screen and you cannot figure out what is going on. Fear not, I will give you the solution in this video. But first, let me do a shout out to this video sponsor. This video is brought to you by PCBWay, one-stop shop for PCB prototyping and manufacturing. They are celebrating 11 years of supporting makers and engineers worldwide, and to mark the occasion, they are running huge anniversary promotions you don't want to miss. And yes, their famous deal is still going strong. 2-layer PCBs up to 100 by 100 millimeters, just $5 for 10 pieces. With fast production, great quality, and a global maker community, PCBWay continues to be the go-to choice for hobbyists and pros alike. Check the link in the description to join the celebration and bring your next project to life with PCBWay. Okay, so to solve this issue, we have to upgrade the firmware of the device. Let's start by disconnecting and taking this out. Okay. And I will connect now, pressing the A button, this button. Let me see, I'm pressing the button. I will connect this to my PC with a USB Type-C cable. As you can see on the screen, we have the DFO mode version 1.0. As you can see, when you connect the cable to the PC, this window will appear with the MHP50 DFO drive. And now we need to get the firmware. To get the firmware, we go to miniware.com.cn. This is the Miniware website. I believe that we are going to be redirected to the eDesign webpage. It is a bit slow since it's on Chinese servers, and let's try the English page. Okay, we have it here. And for downloading the new firmware, we go to technical resources. Okay, we have here several Miniware products, and on the MHP mini hot plate preheater we have the version 2.01. So let's select this one. Okay, so you will have to save this on your PC. I already have it saved on mine. And let me go there. So I have a folder with hardware from Miniware. Let's see, what is it? Okay, where I saved the files. Let's unzip. Okay, let's unzip the file, and so I have here the file unzipped. You have on this README some instructions, but you can also download the manual PDF that will give you all the instructions. Let me increase a bit the font size. Okay, like this. And we have, well, this is a big file. I like to download the PDFs, it's easier to read. And in the bottom, here it is, we have the firmware instructions. So first you will go to the site miniware.com.cn or e-design.com.cn, both point to the same places. We start, as we did already, the MHP50 with the button A pressed when you connect the cable, and then we are going to copy the files to this drive. But please take notice, and that's why we should first read this file, this one, because the files are copied in a sequence and we have to wait a bit for it. First we are going to copy the application X files, so let's start by doing that. So it's there. We have to wait a bit for what it says in the documentation, and this file will have the extension ready. Okay, it disconnected. Now it's connecting again, I hope. Yes, here it is. So we are with the ready file. Okay, and now we should copy the second file. This should be a two-step process. Okay, it's copying. It's done. So let's wait a bit more for the restart of the drive. Nothing happens on the screen of the MHP50. So this one is ready also, and I believe that we are safe. Let's see what it says here. So we already copy both files, disconnect the USB connection and complete the firmware upgrade. So now I will disconnect the cable and connect the power cable to see what happens. So okay, seems that we don't have any issue. Let's try again. I will disconnect this and let's try again to connect the soldering iron, and now it is working. Okay, that's it for today. I hope that this tutorial was useful to you. If it was, don't forget to give a thumbs up and also to subscribe for more cool videos like this one. I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, take care.